So, we might have all experienced this, that sometimes it is uh, hard to sleep at night compared to the day during the summers, at least in our northern part of India. Why is that? The temperature has gone down, the sun has gone down, temperature has gone down. So, it should be, we should feel cooler, but human beings are very complicated. The coolness that we feel is not only a factor of the temperature, but how we sweat, how we lose water vapor from our skin into the atmosphere. That plays a very important role in how cool we feel. Because this fan, the ceiling fan that we have, it doesn't really change the temperature, but we feel cooler. Why do we feel cooler? Because it causes evaporation of sweat from our skin and we feel cooler. So, if we see the last 10 days, let me make a slight change here. Yeah. So, the last 10 days of from 6th of June till 15th of June, you will see a very interesting pattern that during the, so this is the daytime. In the daytime, the temperature is the maximum at around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., sometimes 2 p.m. But the humidity is the lowest as far as relative humidity percentage. So, we have 50%. And what happens at night, the humidity becomes at 5 in the morning, it's 69%. The temperature is the minimum at 28.7%, 7 degrees centigrade, but the humidity has gone up. Same thing happens the next day, maximum temperature, minimum humidity, minimum temperature, maximum humidity, and this cycle goes on and on. So, as the relative humidity increases, our ability to lose sweat from our body goes down. So, since we are not able to, we are sweating because we are feeling hot, but what's happening is that sweat cannot evaporate because the air is very much saturated with moisture anyway, 75%, 60, a lot of moisture is already present in the air. Yeah, so this sweat doesn't easily move away, evaporate from our body into the atmosphere. Whereas that happens during the day, even though the temperature is high, but we feel it's easier for us to cool down because we can lose heat through evaporation, which becomes difficult at night. So, that is the reason that a lot of us may have experienced this. I am sure I experienced this when I didn't have an AC. Nowadays, I don't worry about this that much, but while as a student or in my younger days when we used to live in a village, we used to have frequent power cuts, sometimes overnight. I experienced this, and I used to wonder at that time, and I didn't. But now it's becoming clear that the humidity doesn't really. So the amount of water vapor that we have in the atmosphere, that doesn't really change too much from morning to the evening or night to the day. So when the temperature goes down, the ability of air to retain moisture goes down as well. So the relative humidity with the same amount of, if we were to talk in absolute terms, the number of moles of water vapor that we might have in the air, that stays practically the same. Obviously there are other factors, but let us assume that they stay the same. So what happens when the temperature goes down? The relative humidity, because the relative humidity is how much humidity do we have divided by how much humidity air can maximum it can accommodate. So since with the temperature going down, the capacity of air to retain moisture goes down, so the relative humidity goes up, and that is the reason that we feel hotter at night even though the temperature goes down.